Welcome students to online classes of mathematics for class 8. In this video we are going to study chapter number 15, which is introductions of graphs of NCERT textbook. Here we will be looking at the exercise 15.2. This is the session number 2 for this particular chapter. Myself Deepak Gautam, DGT Mathematics in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. So let's start with today's class. The chapter number 15, introduction to graph, is divided into total 3 subtopics, out of which we have already covered the introduction part in the previous session. Okay, now we'll be looking at the linear graphs. Okay, so let's start. The linear graph, the bilinear graph, it means that a line graph consists of bits of line segment joined consecutively. Okay, so this linear graph is made by these line segment which are joined consecutively. Okay, in such a manner that sometimes the graph may be a whole unbroken line. Okay, so there is no breakage in between the line. Such graph is called linear graph. Okay, so we have marked different points. Okay, so that means we have few line segments like this, and these line segments are, when we join them, they are forming an unbroken line. So that means they are forming a straight line. Okay, hence such graphs are called linear graphs. Okay, next we have the linear graph. In this we have the coordinates. Okay, let's understand the coordinate system of in the graph. First look at this figure. We have here this line is called x-axis. Okay, so we have these two axes, and this line is called y-axis. Okay, so we have the vertical axis, which is this one. Okay, vertical axis is called the x-axis, and the horizontal axis, which is this one, is called x-axis. Okay, the one which is perpendicular to the base is called the y-axis. Okay, as it's a vertical axis, and the horizontal, which is along the ground, is called the x-axis. Okay, now the point where the two axes meet or intersect is called the origin. The point where these two axes are meeting or intersecting is called the origin of this system. Okay, this is called the original coordinate system, and it is represented by the capital letter O. Okay, the point where the two axes meet or intersect is called the origin O. Okay, then we have one very important thing. Suppose if we take this point 3 and 4. Okay, 4.3, 4, 3, which is the first number here, 3 represent the distance of the point from y-axis. Okay, so this 3 means this point is at 3 units away from the y-axis. Okay, and it's called abscissa or x coordinate. Okay, note this down. Okay, it's called abscissa or simply the x coordinate. Okay, the first point, that means if you write a point like this 3 and 4, okay, in this first one is called abscissa or x coordinate. Okay, and this second one is, while the 4 represents the distance from the x-axis, the second point 4 represents the location of this point of how much distance is away from the x-axis, which is here. So it is 4 units away from the x-axis. So this second point represents the distance of the point away from the x-axis. Okay, and it is called ordinate or the y coordinate. Okay, so the second point is called ordinate or simply y coordinate. Okay, so at any point if you have this 3 and 4, this is abscissa and this is his ordinate. Okay, simply we call them as x-axis, okay, x coordinate or y coordinate. Okay, now based on this we have exercise 15.2. now let's start the exercise. Here the first question is, plot the following points on a graph sheet, verify if they lie on a line. Okay, so we are going to plot these points on the graph. Okay, so you have to draw this on the graph paper only. You will take a paper or graph and make the graph on the paper, and then cut out the paper and paste it in your notebook. Okay, the first one is, we have 4 points A, B, C and D. The first point in this is A is having x4 and y0. Okay, that means that point will be x4 means will move 4 places on the x direction, that is here. Since y is 0, that means we are not moving in any direction for the point y. So this means that's our point A, having coordinates 4 and 0. Okay, next point is B. B is x4 y2. Again x is 4, but this time y is 2, so that means we'll move upward to 2 units. That means this point is here. This is our point B, which is as x4 and y2. Okay, next point is C, which is again x4 and but y this time is 6. So again we'll move 4 places in x direction. Okay, we reach here. Since the y is 6, we'll go 6 unit in upward direction. That means we reach here at this point. That's our point C, having coordinate 4 and 6. Okay, in this coordinate, this one is its abscissa and this one is ordinate. Okay, abscissa simply is x coordinate and ordinate means y coordinate. Okay, now the fourth point is D, which is x again 4 and y is 2.5. Okay, so again we start from here, come to the 4 places towards the x direction, and y is 2.5, that will be here. So that's our point D, having x4 and y 2.5. Okay, now we are also asked to verify if they are lie on a line. Okay, that means if we join all these points, we have to check if we are getting a straight line. Okay, so that is, if we join these points, let's see, if we join these points, you can see we are getting a straight line. Okay, so answer for this one is yes, these points are lying on a line. Okay, so answer for this one is yes, these points are lying on a line. Okay, that means all the 4 points which are given to us are on a same line. Okay, now let's see the next one. We have to represent the point P, Q, R and S, and coordinate of each point is given. Coordinate of point P is 1 and 1. Okay, so let's see this one here. This was for A. Now next is B. Okay, again I have marked the axis. We have x-axis here, y-axis here, and origin O here. Okay, for the first point is P is equals to 1 1. That means x is 1 and y is 1, so that means this point is here. That's our A, x1, y1. Second point Q is x2 and y2. Okay, so that means Q will be here, whose coordinate is, so this is P, this one is Q, which is 2 and 2. Third point is R, which is x3 and y3, so that will be here. That's our point R, having x3 and y3. And fourth point is S, which is x4 and y4. This is our point S, x4 and y4. Okay, so that's the location of all 4 points. Now what we have to do, we'll join all these points and check if they are lying on a straight line. Okay, let's join them. You will see that, let's choose a different color. You can see that these points are lying on a straight line. Okay, so when we join these points, we are getting a straight line. So answer for this one is also yes, the points P, Q, R and S are lying on a line. Okay, now let's move to the part C. This is for part C. We have now points K, L, M, N. Okay, K is 2 3 for K, Again I have marked the axis, x-axis here, y-axis here, and origin O. Okay, the first point is K. The coordinate of K is x is 2, so which is here, and y is 3, so I'll move 3 places upward. Okay, so that's our point K, where x is 2, y is 3. Second point is L. For L is 5 3. Okay, that means x coordinate here is 5, y coordinate is 3, so we'll move 3 places upward. So that's our point. This is L having coordinate 5 and 3. Next one is M. M is having coordinate x5 and y5. Okay, so again x is 5, so we'll move 5 places upward. So that's our point M, having coordinate x5 and y5. Okay, next one is N. N is having coordinate 2 and 5. That means x is 2 and y is again 5, so that means this point will be here. This is N having coordinate 2 and 5. Okay, now you can see if we join these point, okay, let's join them. From this K to L, then L to M, then M to N, and N to again K. You will see that we are not getting a straight line, instead we are getting a rectangle. Okay, so answer for this one is no. The points K, L, M and N are not lying on a line. Okay, so they are not lying on a line. So that's the answer of the question number 1 of 15.2. Now moving to the next question, question number 2. We are given, draw the line passing through the point 2 3 and 3 2. Okay, find the coordinate of the point at which this line meets the x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so first we have to mark both the points on the this coordinate xy plane. Okay, so again I have marked two axes, x here and y here, and we have origin. Okay, so first point is 2 3. That means x is 2 and y is 3. That means this point is here. Second point is x3 and y2. Second point is x3 and y2 is here. So these are two points. Okay, now we have to join these and to check at which points this line is intersecting the x-axis and y-axis, as we are asked to find that in the question. Okay, so let's do this. When you join these points, you will find out that this line will intersect the x-axis and y-axis at two distinct points. Okay, so the coordinate here is, we have here x is 5 and y is 0. Similarly here x is 0, y is 5. Okay, so as you are asked, draw the line passing through these 2 points. So we have drawn that line. This is the coordinate of point 2 3 and this is 3 2. Okay, you have to find the coordinate of the point at which this line meets the x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so we'll write the line passing through the points 2 3 and 3 2 meet x-axis at, okay, it's meeting at x-axis at 5 0 and y-axis at 0 5. Okay, so that's the answer. You can write this line below the graph, or also you can write this on the graph. Okay, it's up to you, but you have to mention this, that whether it's a straight line or at what point that line is crossing x and y axis. Okay, you can write it the below the graph here, or you can also write in the graph paper only. Okay, so that's the solution of the question number 2. Now let's move to the question number 3. We have write the coordinate of the vertices of each of the adjoining figure. Okay, so we are given certain points. Okay, like we have here this A, B, C, and this O. Then we have P, Q, R, and S. Similarly, K, L, and M. We have to write their coordinates. Okay, so let's start. Answer number 3. Okay, so the first point is A. Coordinate of A is, here we have x0 and x2 and y0, so we'll write x first and y0. Okay, second point is B. The coordinate of B is, again, x is 2 here and y is 3, x2 y3. Then we have point C. The coordinate of point C is, x is here is 0 and y is 3. Okay, then we have PQRS, P, Q, R, and S. The coordinate of P is, x here is 4. Okay, x is 4 here and y is 3. Okay, x4 y3. Okay, next point is Q. Here x is 6 and y is 1. Okay, so it is 6 1. Next point is R. You can see again R is lying at the 6 and 5 on y-axis, so it is 6 and 5. On x-axis it's 6, on y-axis it's 5. Okay, next is S. Now this point is lying at 4 places from x-axis and 7 places from on y-axis, so its coordinate is x4 and y7, it is 4 7. Okay, after that we have 3 more points, K, L, and M. We have K, L, and M. Okay, let's write their coordinate also. We have K is at x10 and y5, so it is 10 5. Then we have L. For L, the x is 7 and y is also 7. Okay, it's at 7 7. And for the last point M, we have x10 y8. It is x is 10, y is 8. Okay, or if you want to write the coordinate of this origin also, for that it is 0 and 0. Okay, so these are the coordinates of all the points marked on this graph. Okay, so that's how you can find the coordinate of any point given on a graph. Okay, or if you are given any point, you can mark that point on the graph. Okay, now moving to the next and the last question of the exercise, we have to state whether true and false and correct the false one. Okay, so first point here is, a point whose x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is non-zero will lie on y axis. Okay, so that means if you have a graph like this, okay, so where there is a point whose x coordinate is 0, that means we are here, and y coordinate is non-zero, that means somewhere here. Okay, so it will be here, so it's definitely lying on the y axis. So answer for this, answer for part 1 is true. Let's see second one. Now we have a point whose y coordinate is 0. Okay, that means again we have graph, so since y coordinate is 0, so we remain at the origin, and x coordinate is 5, so we move 5 places on the x-axis. Okay, will lie on y-axis, so is it lying on the y-axis? Answer is no. Okay, so it is false. So right, correct statement for this one is, a point whose y coordinate, okay, is 0 and x coordinate is 5 will lie on x axis. Okay, at the place of this y we need to replace this by x axis. Okay, that will be a correct statement. Then we have third one, the coordinate of the origin are 0 0, so it is also true. Okay, so with this we have completed all the 4 questions of exercise 15.2. okay, I hope you understood the questions. Now you have to practice this multiple times so that you understand them better. Okay, so that's all for now. Thanks for joining here, everyone.